Hi everyone, I thought I'd do a quick video to show the comparison of some of the Shapeways parts for the Graflex. So these are all Goth3D printed parts. I'm fortunate enough to have about a load of parts from 3 different Graflex sabers at the moment. I'm building 2 for 2 clients, and I've got one of my own over here which is not in a great state at the moment because waiting for a soundboard. Anyway, so let's begin. So this one, we've got these pieces here which are all the same material and they are bronze steel. So I've got all these little helping slips of paper here because I get confused because there's quite a lot of these and they look very similar. So that's bronze steel. You can see that. Let me zoom in. So you've got the print lines there from obviously steel printing. It's slightly goldy brown. It's more, I guess, more browny in person than it looks on there. This is artificial light, so you have to factor that in a little bit. So if you compare that piece to some of the other ones, so here's a stainless steel piece. Let's put this side by side. So you can see this one in my hand is a lot grayer, but again you've got the same print lines there. So it depends what finish you wanted. And to put that next to a piece of my own that I've grinded and polished to show you the kind of finish you can achieve if you have a Dremel and some patience. So there we have it. It's a bit dirty, but it needs probably another polish or something. Some of these marks have come off the inside of the hilt, scraping against it, so they can get marked up. But that's also down to the skill of your polishing skills. That was one of the first ones I ever did. Well, actually, it was one of the first. It was the first one I did. So I've gotten better since. So this piece here, again, this is stainless steel, polished. So let's get on to the more shiny stuff. So this big piece here that goes all the way around, and also is this wiring channel here, is polished brass. So you can see it doesn't look very different to a gold you would expect to look, you'd expect to see. So it's quite shiny and quite reflective, even without polishing. But I have polished this slightly with a Dremel and a polishing wheel. So there we go. What should I show next? So it makes sense to show something that's a bit more gold as well. So if you look in the middle there where the crystal is, that chamber there, that right there is 18 karat gold plated. So you might not see much of a difference, but in person that gold piece is slightly more deep, a more rich gold than this one, although this one is very close to the untrained eye, and if you don't have them side by side you probably wouldn't tell the difference. And just for comparison, here's another gold piece. So that's 18 karat gold again, gold plated that is. So you can see there's very little print lines on there, if any. And again with the polished brass, you can't really see any print lines anyway. Sorry, it's this piece here. Slightly, you can see some, but on the gold you see a lot less. So that's those pieces. We've also got this raw brass piece here. So if you look, you've got a load of print lines there, and obviously it's raw, so it's not polished or anything like that. It's still designed to be a bit more rough. But again, in person you can't tell that much of a difference between any of these really. So it's down to your own preference. Over here we've got some slightly more yellowy golden looking pieces, and that's because they are polished gold steel. So again, more print lines, and that one's definitely not as smooth, but because it's steel, again you can grind this down and probably get a decent finish, but it is quite intricate to get into these little areas, so I wouldn't recommend it with this piece. Yeah, but you can see underneath there's a reflection of my thumb, so it's possible. It's just time and effort and what you really want to achieve. If you want something shiny, I probably wouldn't go for that. There are other pieces you can get a better finish out of for that piece there, such as the polished brass, if you want a shiny gold look. This here again is polished gold steel, so both of the gold pieces here are polished gold steel. See the print lines? And if you put this against a raw brass, you can see the difference for sure. And let's bring my gold piece in here. So this is 18 karat gold plated, so you can see the difference. The polished gold steel is, let's just get this right, there we go. So that's a lot more rough than the 18 karat gold. So again, let's put this here and put this here as well. I should probably use some editing software to just add these labels in later, but this is much easier and much quicker. Okay, so I guess then we'll move on to my pieces here. So again, this is a gold crystal chamber, so it's the same crystal chamber as in here, the piece around the crystal, 18 karat gold plated. So these are the same materials, but the difference here is that I have a rhodium plated piece here. So all of this shiny silver stuff you see here is rhodium plated, because as I said, I didn't want to try to sand down and grind down this piece which I've got over here. You can see the difference. That looks very dull, and I've made a good attempt at that as well. So let's give you an idea. So we've got stainless steel, that piece there, and then we have rhodium, which is this piece here. So you see, the difference is night and day. So where this is also a lot shinier, a lot more light silver, this is a more dark. Some people might like that, and you can probably polish it out a little bit more. But again, all these little intricate pieces are going to be really hard to get to, so you're going to have some print lines here and there. I don't know, maybe Wayne at Derby City Sabres can do a really good job, because he's the man for this sort of stuff. I watched his videos and I thought, you know what, I want to do that to my own, so I looked it up. But he's the first one I came across who did that. So yeah, so that's polished gold steel. This is my 18 karat gold plated. So there's a comparison of all of these pieces really. I don't have any more, unfortunately, but you know, I'm only human. Some of these parts are quite expensive, so the precious metals, the rhodium, let's put this over here. So the rhodium and the 18 karat gold, they are probably the most expensive pieces on there, or some of the most expensive pieces, followed by probably the polished brass maybe. So if you want a slightly cheaper option with something shiny, that's probably the one to go for. If you want something that's more yellowy and more sort of fool's gold, and a bit more rough, maybe the gold polished gold steel. And then I guess these, you've got the bronze steel option, you've got the stainless steel option, and then a load of others on Shapeways, but hopefully that'll give you a good idea when you're choosing your parts. So yeah, let me know if I helped, and good luck saber building.